A special education teacher is working with a student to improve his reading and writing skills. The teacher is capitalizing on the student's interest in the Amazon rainforest to help him build background information that he will later use to write his own story. The student is brainstorming facts about the rainforest from the Discovery Channel and a book he had previously read, Afternoon on the Amazon.
We read Afternoon on the Amazon, and from that book and from what you've seen on the Discovery Station on TV, what you've read other places, what you've talked about in science and social studies, you knew a whole lot about the rainforest.
Yeah.
And about the Amazon and about all those things. And I want us just to brainstorm and come up with a list of as many facts as we can about the rainforest.
Well, it's summer in the it's December in the southern hemisphere, but it's really hot still.
It's okay. Let's put that this way. When it's summer in December in the southern hemisphere. That is a good fact. But it was really trees. So the trees kind of are thick, just like a bush would be. Okay? The trees are really thick. Okay. What are we worried about with the rainforest?
It's disappearing because we need trees to survive for oxygen, and without trees, we cannot survive any paper.
Couldn't have any what?
Paper.
Well, and if we get good enough at computers, maybe we won't need paper, do you suppose? Or do you suppose we'll always need paper?
We'll always need paper.
We need, now you told me a whole bunch of stuff there. We need trees to survive. We're worried about the trees disappearing. We need trees for paper. Is there something else?
I don't think so.
What else do trees give us? Why do we need trees to survive? What do plants and trees give us? That we have to have. What do we have to breathe?
Oxygen.
Where does that come from?
The trees.
Okay.
But I already said that too, didn't I?
Oh, well, you probably did, and I couldn't type and listen fast enough. I can't type as fast as I can listen, can I?
Nope.
Can you think of another fact? The student that I worked with has really latched on to Mary Pope Osborne's Magic Treehouse books, has read all 14 of them that I have in my own classroom library, and is ready to expand beyond that. Knowing that Edmark has the Imagination Express, and one of Mary Pope Osborne's books was about the rainforest and the Amazon, and one of the Imagination Express choices was the rainforest, I decided to pair those two together to enable my student to write his own living book that also related to the Amazon book that he'd read with the Magic Treehouse. And so we used those two things together to have a reading activity and a writing activity that also incorporated some science and social studies skills along with that.
The student is recording his voice on the computer. By using Edmark's Imagination Express software, he is able to hear the story while reading along.
Okay, you ready?
Go. The president told the men that trees give us oxygen. Jim, Mike, and Toronto went with the president back to the camp. They decided they would help save the rainforest too.
Good. Whoops. Okay, let's check it and see if it came out okay.
The president told the men that trees give us oxygen. Jim, Mike, and Toronto went with the president back to the camp. They decided they would help save the rainforest too.
meet your specs? Is it good enough?
The student is emailing Mary Pope Osborne, the author of the Magic Tree Housebook, Afternoon on the Amazon, with a question concerning the two main characters.
Well, there's a good one.
What?
What's that say?
Do Jack and Annie get in trouble at home? I do.
You do?
What is Jack and Annie's favorite food?
Okay. What do we need in that word Annie? We're going to say Annie's favorite food. But
Jack and Annie's
favorite food. But because...
apostrophe.
Good job. Apostrophe S. Do you see the apostrophe there? That's the comma. Apostrophe is this one right here.
Yes.
Good. Now, one other thing before we send it. You forgot one thing.
What?
Look at your sentence again. What is Jack and Annie's? Do you see it?
Yeah.
What'd you forget?
Capital W.
Okay. Take the arrow key back up to the beginning. There you go.
So, backspace there. And put capital.
Okay, now let's look it over because this could be published, so we want it to be perfect, don't we?
Yep.
What is Jack and Annie's favorite food? Does it look right to you?
Yep.
Looks right to me. Okay.
The student created his own story using the Edmarks Imagination Express software.
And you can also make the luges different colors.
We can maybe show how to do that.
Mike, Jim, and Toronto are trying to destroy the Amazon rainforest. They want to make money by cutting down the trees. They came to the Amazon in December, which is summer in the southern hemisphere.
I think I'd like to live in the northern hemisphere in the summer and then move to the southern hemisphere.
Josephine, Carrie, Joe, Sammy, and Tyler are starring on A Man in the Treehouse. They are exchange students from America who are studying the rainforest. They are worried about the rainforest disappearing.
The student is explaining to his teacher that he prefers being able to become a part of the book instead of just reading it.
Being there, because all I talked about was where he lived and like how old he was and where. But here it's a lot different because you can read and also be in there with them.